Good afternoon, if you're in the England. Actually, quite a few parts of the world would be in the afternoon right now. In fact, quite a few places attached to England. Well, good afternoon. I'm here. I'm in the unfortunate position once again to have to be fighting the final boss of Billy Ant with the Giant Egg. It's not like, well, I'm not looking forward to it though. It was at the end of the stream that last time I tried it, so that may have something to do with how it felt. Might not be as bad as that, though. You know, it was only a 2-hour stream, so was I really that tired? I don't know. So got that to do. And yeah, it's either going to take me 25 minutes or it's going to take me 2 hours. Oh, I haven't set up for the I wanted to set up a backup just in case. I think so. Yeah, that's fine. Last time I made the mistake of prattling about for 2 hours, an hour and a bit, hour and 15 before I actually went through and tried to fight the final boss, which I shouldn't have done. I was expecting the final boss to be challenging, but like doable based on how the rest of the game was. But it turns out that the final boss was balked. So, well, but I did have an idea, just in the event that it went quickly, and I was initially going to fight it at the beginning of the stream, but then I was like, well, if I fight it too early, no one's gonna, no one will see it. People who have been watching won't see it. So I was gonna have like something else on to do, so like I could beat it. I was expecting it to not take very long, and I'd go and do something else. And I've not set up what the something else was. Let me just do that. I should, no, it's not too bad actually. Yeah, no, it shouldn't be a big problem. Let's grab that. And then open. Where is it? There. I want that. I'm keeping it obtuse on purpose so I can change my mind later. Though, if one was to have seen the start of the previous stream, you would know what it is, because I just said it outright on that stream. So yeah, that's fine. Yeah, so I just want, I'll have that. Oh, I could do, oh, that's actually a little bit annoying. Not about it, very. But yeah, so today I'm probably still, I probably might prat about for a little bit, just getting everything ready, because once again, just I don't want to beat it immediately, because that's a bit sad. So at this rate, I might as well just 100% the game, but I'm not going to do that. I'm not doing that because that's a bad idea. I don't want to do that. I don't want to 100% the game. But I also kind of, well, actually I'm not that close. I'm just having a quick look at how close I am. I'm like I've heavily front-loaded the stream. Oh, there's actually a number of levels on the final level as well. So I'm actually quite far away. But the like visual indicator on the main menu is saying that it's close, and that's good enough for me. Okay. Oh. The coffee's a bit tepid today. I put too much creamer in it. But it's like the creamer powder. I put 2.5 sugars, maybe like 2 and a little bit, maybe like 2 1/4, 2 1/3. No, a third is less than half. Hi, Sporty. Long time no see. No, that coffee tastes fine. I usually put too much. I went into autopilot and tried putting the thing in. I've tried putting too much. I put too much fucking. It's a boring thing. I don't care. This very. How big's the mug? The mug's tiny. It's a regular sized mug. I'm just a little baby boy, and I need everything to be as sweet as possible. I went into autopilot, and I put my sugar in, and then just assumed I was putting more sugar in when I put the creamer powder in. And so I just did the same thing, and it was too much, but it also wasn't too much because it was only like a little bit. It was the most boring thing I've ever said. It's not absurd. Two and a half is barely anything. Also, this game isn't very long. I'm just very bad at it. One sugar is too little. 1.5 is getting there. 2 is doable. 2.5 is because I'm feeling scandalous. This isn't like 2 heaped spoonfuls. This is 2 tapped spoonfuls. You get the sugar on the spoon and you tap it so it isn't heaped. I like to live a life of whimsy and sugar plums, okay? I like things. I currently have some chocolate tea cakes there. I've got a couple 5 angel slices there. I've got some Terry's chocolate orange pieces to my right. But I do have a cup of water and coffee. Coffee is like the only drink that I drink with sugar in it. Because other than that, I just drink water. Well, I said that I didn't watch the Chuckle Brothers when I was younger because they scared me. Seven is absurd. I have definitely had too much sugar in coffee before. I can do that very easily. I did that with last time I went to Greg's. I got coffee and put I'd put I think I put 4 of the little pouches in, and I was like, this is far too much. So I would have been fine with 2. Seven is absurd. Unless he was just a comical guy. I think I'd do that. I think asking for 7 would be fine. My dad does that, though. My dad does the same thing. Whenever he goes out, he's just like, I want as much sugar as you can give me. Just like, don't stop bringing sugar. You met the Chuckle Brothers after a show once? Pre or post death? And what show was it? Was it a Chuckle Brothers show? Or is it, like a Broadway show? You went to see the musical Cats and they just happened to be there. You met the Chuckle Brothers on an island one time. That's slander, that is. You spoke as if they were constantly hopped by 7 sugar teas. They could have been. They could very well have been, dabbling in the devil's dandruff. I doubt that'd be the case. They don't strike me as... They're children's entertainers. I think there's 2 things that happens with children's entertainers, is that you either lose the energy of a children's entertainer when you're young and stop doing it, or you never lose it and you have it forever, like I like the Chuckle Brothers, or What's the word? What is it? What's the guy? The guy. He's like 56 now and owns a car collection, but he's still a children's entertainer. I can't remember his name. But I know we've talked about it once on the stream long, long ago. And he's like lonely and wishes he'd find a woman, but no one wants to be like married to a clown. It's not me. I don't have a car collection. I can't. I can nearly afford one car. I can't drive yet either. There's the other big problem with it. Technically, I could buy the car. Nothing's stopping me from buying a car before being able to drive, but... He, like, works for CBeebies or something. Not Savile. It's definitely not Savile. Savile is long dead. I think. Is Rolf Harris dead? I think he is. No, I think he might just be in prison. I can't think of the guy's name, and it's annoying me. I mean, it makes sense that I wouldn't be able to think of the actual guy's name. The guy who I was thinking of. Stop rolfing your Harris. I don't think he's dead. I think he's just in prison. Because he was definitely someone I remember watching on TV when I was a kid, so... Rolf Harris. No, he is dead. Never mind. He's dead. Good. What is it with famous Australians and having children called Bindi? That's what Steve Irwin's child was called. Daughter, at least. I think. Maybe. To be fair, it makes sense that I wouldn't know that Rolf Harris is dead. He was, you know, in prison for predatory reasons. Did you just misspell Cindy? That's just a common misspelling in Australia. But it's not even spelt that way. Like it's B-I-N-D-I, unless it's Bindi, which actually kind of makes sense. Like the you know, Bindi sounds like an Australian word, doesn't it? They got like Bondi Beach or something. So Bindi makes sense. Bindi's just the way that we pronounce it in the UK, but in Australian it would be Bindi. It's my daughter Bindi. Nurse couldn't read the handwriting because he was too busy doing that wobble board thing. Kept doing that with the birth certificate. Do I need a birth certificate? I've got it, but I was wondering like what would happen if I like burnt it. Wendy Wendy. Got Michael Rosen in the chat. Actually, I don't know if that's true with him. There's a period of time when I used to watch a lot of Michael Rosen YouTube poops on the internet. If you don't have a birth certificate, you're not born. Like, is that legally true? Legally, if I burn my birth certificate, I will evaporate. Michael, he's touring. I'm surprised he's still alive. Oh, I spilt coffee. No, it's alright, actually. I was panicking mid-spill, but the spill wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. Michael... No, not Michelle Obama. Michael... Rosen. He's 79 years old. His middle name is Wayne. He has looked exactly the same for the past 50 years. I'm not gonna lie, Michael Rosen looks like consistently like he's dying. I'm sure he's I'm sure he's fine, but he does have a little bit. I mean, he's 80 years old. He's almost 80. Most 80-year-olds begin to look like they're dying at that point. I'm celebrating my 80th birthday in 2026 with a brand new live show. I'll be looking back at a lifetime in poetry, performing favourites such as hot food, no breathing, and chocolate cake, along with never before heard poems from my upcoming collection 80 Years Young. It's a show for all ages, from the young to the young at heart. Thank you. He's got the Prince Philip. He doesn't look as bad as Prince Philip. Release the Bruce Wayne files. Unless there's a conspiracy. Maybe there's a conspiracy that Michael Rosen has been dead for the past 5 years, but has actually been a reanimated corpse. Latest events. Can I see, view dates? I'm not going to go and see Michael. The picture of him on the website advertising his 80th tour is not the best, I will be honest. Whoever took that picture needs someone needs to rethink it. You know what? I'll show it you. Let me. Actually, you know what? I'll do it this way instead. It's much easier. It's just yeah, let's do that. There you go. Not the exact way I was thinking of doing it, but it's the way I did it. There you go. That's Michael Rosen is, he could be looking worse for an 80-year-old, but for his promotional picture, I personally wouldn't have chosen that. I love you, Michael, but I just have to say that I wouldn't have chosen that new stream banner. Getting through it with endless bread. There you go. That looks like the face of Prince Philip. You wouldn't know that that's Michael Rosen or Prince Philip. They are Prince Philip eyes. Oops. Staring into your soul. That's his weak spot. It's like you're fighting a boss. Alright, we'll leave him alone. Listen, I know Michael Rosen doesn't like all the YouTube poops of him, but I do still love them. I mean, a lot of them were very edgy, but yeah. A lot of them were very, very edgy. So I can see why he doesn't like them, but the man is cool, nice, I guess. I think I never met him. Yeah, enough desecrating Prince Philip. Darth Sidious vibe. He did have a bit of that. Power. Kill him, Anakin. Kill him. Do it. I think that's Darth Sidious. I've never watched the original trilogy. No, the other one. No, not the original trilogy. The original trilogy is 4 to 6. The prequel trilogy. That's it. You heard Prince Harry flew an Apache helicopter. Was it Yeah, I think it was him. It definitely wasn't Andrew. I can tell you that much. He wouldn't lift a finger for the poor. Well, he'll lift something for the poor, but not a finger. Prince Harry, I know there's a video out there of him. He either flew an Apache or he flew a transport helicopter, because I know that there's an interview out there where he's being interviewed, and then some people are in the background, running towards something, and he takes the microphone off and chases after him. William, that's the other one I was thinking of. I know that Harry was. I know that one of them was in the army, but it was like a secret, and then he had to get pulled out of the army because Australia tattled on him. I think that's something that happened at one point. Princess Bread TV. That's gonna be that's my sister channel where I dress up as a princess and make hour-long editorial essays about how much I love Disney films. Hi, Silver. G-I-N-G-E-G-G. I'm gonna, I'll dress up as a frilly princess. I think I'd look good in that. Okay. I wonder if somewhere. Nah, actually does not make any sense. I was gonna say I wonder if somewhere down the line I am on the line of succession. How many people on the planet would have to die before I become King of England? Because presumably the line of succession does keep going. There has to be a point at which the line of succession goes out into the commoners. Because the line of succession is huge. It's like when people were calling for Prince Andrew to be removed from the line of succession. It's well, he was never going to be king. That's just how long it is. He is the brother of the king right now. But if the king dies, you have to go through an entire separate branch of the family before Andrew is even eligible. So how many people would have to die before I get on the throne? I would assume that there's a point at which even if it's just by technicality, it's with the American presidency, they have a line of succession. How many people have to die before it's the White House janitor that gets in charge of the country? Because they have to be on there somewhere. I would like to see that theoretical situation happen. I mean, it would mean a lot of people die, but that's a sacrifice I'm willing to make. Okay, I've got Michael Rosen still shooting at. Oh, a selection of videos for adults on the Michael Rosen website. What is this, Michael? What are you showing us, Michael? Oh, you shouldn't have, Michael. Michael, you are not looking good. I'm sad. A glimpse into the future. It's just a picture of his coffin. Jeremy Hunt. He's got a whole video about Jeremy Hunt. Who's Jeremy Hunt? Was he the education secretary? I don't actually know anything about British politics. Does anyone know anything about British politics? It makes sense that he was an education secretary because I remember one of my teachers back in school being very not liking him. It was my biology teacher. My biology teacher back in for my GCSEs, she did not like Jeremy Hunt. I didn't know anything about politics at the time. I mean, I still don't, but like back then I knew even less, so I had no idea why. But I respected my biology teacher, so I don't like Jeremy Hunt either. You know that video that you sent the Davis Furyk in the Discord? You might not remember. I know your life moves a mile a minute, but I know that you sent a video in memes. It was an Instagram reel of those people picking up Paddington Bears, and they talk about like licking marmalade off his cockhole or something. I didn't respond to it in Discord because I'm always just a miserable bastard when I see things like that. But I saw that video. I actually hated it. I didn't like it. Well, no, I did. But it represented everything I don't like about content creators, especially on like Instagram and TikTok. No, I would love one. I'd love a Paddington that says lick marmalade off of my foreskin, you know. My marmalade smegma, please suck it down. I'd love something like that. What I don't like is British influencers. I fucking hate them. I hate British influencers. We British people have the worst sounding voice on the planet, especially TikTok Shorts and TikTok Shorts and Instagram Reels influencers. We have the worst voice on the planet. So first of all, I hated it for that reason. But the other thing is that like the video just went on forever. Like it just kept going. It just didn't stop. Like the video's 1 minute and 7 seconds long. The video should have been 30 seconds at a maximum. The joke just didn't end. And I was like, I found it funny for the first few seconds and he just didn't stop. I can't keep going with this. So that's what I don't like about it. I just wanted to say that fucking... It's a trend that I noticed a while ago that it hasn't reared its head in a long time. Most because I just haven't seen it. I don't really go on TikTok or Instagram. I use Shorts a little bit, but I don't like that so many Shorts creators, short form content creators, just don't know what brevity is. And that's coming from me, who released a 1 hour long video of a 4 hour long stream. Yeah, I'm allowed to do that because it's fucking... It's a YouTube video. But like Shorts is a Shorts. Just because they give you like 3 minutes or however long it is, don't use it all. I've taken my daily fluorine 18 dose. I've made sure I've got it. The blood in my brain is being pulled down towards the back of my throat where the fluorine is magnetizing it to stop me from thinking too much. It's and be very susceptible to propaganda. I've taken my daily dose. Hello, Internet. It is time for your daily dose of fluorine 18. I don't watch Daily Dose of the Internet, so I don't know what he sounds like or what his intro is. I've just heard very brief bits of it. I am radioactive because I am waking up to ash and dust. All right, Mr. Fake, you piss off. I'm giving you permission. I will have an okay stream. Have an okay day. If you were looking closely there, you would have seen the top of my big toe. Just like you might want to know. You was irradiated a few days ago. Were you zapped by an X-ray? I remember listening to a radioactive, but the singer sniffed in too much radiation and he died. It's a tragic event. I mean, he did insist on, filming the entire thing in the Chernobyl sarcophagus. Should I do a bread stream from the Chernobyl sarcophagus? Should I become a Warzone streamer? Not Call of Duty Warzone streamer, but just going to Warzones and streaming. Yeah, I become an IRO streamer and I'm like running through trenches on the front line of Ukraine. Oh, it was that kind of thing. I didn't know that fluorine was radioactive, unless it was a radioactive isotope of fluorine. Actually, that would make sense. Was you injected with it? I thought you just like drank it. I thought they gave it you in a little cup and you drank it. That might be for something completely different. That's what the 18 means. Oh, I thought you were just telling me how old it was. So it's your boy Endless Bread. Today we're at the Kursk front with that Russian POW. Alright, guys. As you can see, I'm outside of the drone netting, so we're in for a short one today. I've been waiting for an IRL stream for years. You're going to be waiting even longer. See, once I learn to drive, then I can go places and I can do an IRL stream for you. I can go to Cockermouth. I can become an IRL streamer and go to Cockermouth. I can become an IRL streamer and my whole thing is just going to straight to places in the UK that have funny names. Though most of them are just street names that are called Bell End, Arse Lane, Pussy Hill, Minge Circus. There's apparently a circus nearby to here. Well, not to here. Wherever I was learning to drive the other day. I was like, my instructor was like, you know, take the third exit on the roundabout or whatever, and then saw a sign for a circus. I was like, oh no, a circus. And I'm like, I've got a few more things on my mind right now. Do I know anything about Twitch's policies for showing weed being smoked on stream? No. I don't think there's anything wrong with being under the influence of weed, as long as you are still sober enough to be able to run the stream within their rules. But I would imagine you're not allowed to show it being used. But there's nothing wrong with saying, all right, chat, hold on, and then just going and doing it like 3 millimeters off stream. You can smell or taste saline solution when it's injected into your arm. It's the weirdest sensation ever. That is strange, that is. Isn't saline solution just salt water? You just get a bucket of water from the sea and inject it into you. You're looking at a Garrison Circus right now? How dare you? Actually, no, that's basically what I'm going for, isn't it? I just need some makeup or like one of those filters. I think I should do that. That is also true, that what Salty said, Spotty, is that what Twitch don't know can't hurt you. The smaller you are as a streamer, the more you can get away with. There's nothing stopping you really from doing it. You just have to ensure that Twitch don't see it. Which really means that you only have to you need to hide it, like delete the VOD straight away. Or well, that's it. Actually, no, that is it. That's all you have to do. Or on the flip side, get so big on Twitch that they refuse to do anything against you permanently and just do what you want. That's always another option. A perfectly reasonable option as well. You know, the other day, I went on like an absolute journey out and about. I don't have a femboy sticker on my mouth that says lame boy. It's just pink. It's just pink. That's all it is. Don't worry, I'm not. The Endless Bread Femboy arc ended when I grew pubic hair on my face. Look at this, like, look at that. There's like a channel down the center of my chin there. It's like I could shave it perfectly down the center and have two beards. Like the moment that my chin turned into a testicle, that's when my femboy arc ended. I also got this. Do you think I could hide this with makeup? I got too much stuff. I need to get like new teeth as well. I got like I got disgusting British man teeth. I'll say my journey story in a second. The scan showed no more cancer. Next week you get irradiated again. Check for any cancer spread from your ear, followed immediately by surgery to cut off more of your ear where the cancer was. At least you know. At least it's localized in the ear, it seems. But I'm glad to hear that that it isn't anywhere else. I can't imagine that it's a pleasant experience getting injected with strange chemicals and being irradiated. I find that odd that we do. This isn't like me questioning medicine. Just it's a little bit strange when they're like, you don't fucking touch this, it's irradiated. And like the whole, like there was the whole meme where the fucking the doctor's like, go in here for an X-ray, and then they run about 6 miles in the opposite direction. So here, inject this radiation source into your veins. I'm gonna be in the next state. It's called super and it was melanoma, so all things consider it could be worse. Yeah. Yeah, sorry, I got distracted thinking about something. I was thinking about the fact that I was gonna ask Halo how it makes you feel to know that Mr. Beast Studios are in North Carolina. Whether you knew that or not, you do now. What does it feel like? What does it mean if in the space of like a half a year, you've lost your ability to hold your bladder and you've essentially developed an old man's pissing schedule? You've become an old man. That happened to me as well. I'll be honest. Once I left school, that happened to me. When I was in school, I could go 6+ hours without pissing. I shouldn't have, but you don't use school toilets. But the moment that I left school, that was it. I was pissing like every 45 seconds. It's just a normal thing. You get up to go piss and then you come and sit back down again, and it's like, well, I've got to go, haven't I? It's the worst part about getting old, really. It's even worse when you're like me and like going walking, because it means that you've got to use random disgusting public bathrooms. You know what? I actually took a picture of the public bathroom that I used the other day. Actually, it was the other week. I haven't been there in a while. Well, I've been around the area. It was just because of how fucking scary it was inside. That's a picture of my friend that I took out the window to freak him out. That's Uma Musume characters. It had "Live Fast, Die Young" graffitied on the wall. That's what it looked like. And then there was just like a dodgy fucking thing for disabled characters, disabled people, but it's like 4 miles away from the toilet. You hope there's at least something wrong with you. Hey, you could go to the doctors and claim you've got a bladder infection. It might work. Fluorine decays into oxygen, so it's fine. And you're well aware that the beast is in your state, and it's a 3-hour drive away. Oh, you should take a visit, Halo. Take a visit to see Mr. Beast. Knock on his door. No, I don't go into Uma Musume characters. Because most of them are actually male horses in the real world, and that makes it gay. Also, it depends on the type of... Well, I know it depends on the type of particles, but when it's in your body, it doesn't really matter, does it? Like, it's all well and good saying that like, oh yeah, alpha particles can't penetrate through shit. But it's like, yeah, but the shit that they're getting stuck on is my hand. Or my intestines, or my veins, or in my heart. Da, da, da. Da, da, da. That's true, Halo. You could go and tell Mr. Beast about your cancer troubles and see if he'll put you on Beast Games Season 3. And this guy came from about 3 hours away. And we said that if he wins, we'll pay for all his surgery. But first, he has to survive 48 hours in a pit filled with skeletons and other YouTubers. I don't know. I don't fucking know. I don't know what Mr. Beast does. I've watched more Mr. Beast related content this past week than I ever have, and that's 2 videos by Folding Ideas. Survive a 76mm high explosive. At the same time, you've developed crazy IBS. Is that related? Yeah, you're just getting old, Sporty. It's what happens. It's either that or someone gave you some really, really low quality, low quality illicit goods. How long have I been sat here for? Half an hour already. Wow, time flies when you're having fun, doesn't it? Yeah. It's like Mr. Beast is like stood there like on top of the Fukushima plant with his arms out doing that thing with a drone shot coming over him. Though it wouldn't actually be him. He wouldn't actually be there. It'd be edited in, you know. And he'd be like, this is the Fukushima Daiichi nuclear power plant. And I have bought 15 of the world's most willing cancer victims. And if they could survive in here for 48 hours, I'll pay for all of their surgery. It's like, what? This is just unethical at this point. It's like it's unethical beforehand, but now it's evil. Damn it. I do recommend the Folding Ideas videos on Mr. Beast, the 2 that he put out over the past couple of weeks, because they're very funny. Do I know who Limmy is? I think I do. Well, I know of him. I've seen that one sketch where it's him pointing to himself in increasingly far away locations. I've seen that. That's a very funny sketch. And then I think... Is he the guy from that picture where he wakes up in the middle of the night looking at his phone? And he's like... getting flashbanged. And I've also seen him say purple burglar alarm. Those are my 3 touch points for Limmy. Oh, and him, I've got 4 actually, which is him saying that like a bag of bricks is heavier than, it's lighter, is heavier than a bag of feathers or something. You said to be a hipster and go with Fukushima instead of Chernobyl, you should have gone with 3 Mile Island. 3 Mile Island makes sense. Because that seems like something that Mr. Beast could get access to easier. I must understand he's the funniest living being ever, and I need to look into him. I need to do research on him. There is something jabbing through my armor. It's like a staple or something. No, I do that's like I said, that's all I know about him. But I will have to look into him more and see what else he's done. Because he does seem like a very humorous person. Dog pocket. There's nothing out there. Oh yeah, there is the person. Eh. Never mind. He will have such an influence on my sense of humor. My sense of humor has definitely been cooked, but not in the right way. Da, 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 da. It's got a program on the BBC called Limmy's Show, and you'd recommend starting with that. Actually, yeah. He's got such a face. He's. Oh wait, I've also seen the fucking clip of him like walking in the park, and then two joggers come towards him, and he runs. He runs with them. I've seen that one as well. Oh, he's a beautiful little blue-eyed man. He has the face of a man called Limmy. I'll give him that. That's one thing about him. I'll add that to my to watch list. I remember seeing him being a streamer. That like the fact that you go from like BBC comedian to streamer is just an odd little idea direction. But he looks like Tom York. Yeah, that is true. He does. Oh, interesting. Hide that. I think we call it burnt. My humor is not as burnt as it could be. Then again, I did laugh at that Chris Griffin video that I put in the Discord, and I have watched it many times. And it was like midnight. Well, I mean, it wasn't last night. Last night it wasn't even the first time that I'd watched it when I sent it in the Discord. But, you know, the one that sounds like this. This is the sort of thing that I am part of the cooked generation when I laugh at things that sound like this. Goodbye, Kappa Kabibium. Goodbye, Kappa Kabibium. Goodbye, Kappa Kabibium. 3 times the Kappa Bibium. I'm part of the problem, and I refuse to leave it. Then again, I did also I just watched that Pretty Rave Girl video. I'm trying to build up slight resistance to that kind of cringe. You know, old videos that are like that you see, they get recommended to you, and they're like really you see them and they're like 16 years old, and you're like, that's gonna be cringe as hell. I'm trying to build up a resistance to that feeling and actually watch them. And that person finds Smiling Friends funny. Funnily enough, I don't find it as funny as people seem to think it is. Don't get me wrong, I find it enjoyable. But I've only seen season 1. I've seen season 1, and I think I've seen season 2. But I don't find it, I've seen one person refer to it as painfully funny, and I didn't find it that funny, but I found it enjoyable. I liked it. It's it's like old school Newgrounds humor. That's the thing here. You're just too young. You're just too young here. You don't get it. You're not an early Zoomer or a millennial. You prefer watching any players, but definitely like Smiling Friends. Yeah. Is it bad that I'm a 27-year-old man and I still have to put like I still like watch only players can compilations and things? Is that I spent like the past 3 days watching only players compilations. That's why my brain is really cooked, just because I just sit around doing that all day. You're a year younger than me. Yeah, that's still younger than me. Do you not find the strange voice of Zach Hadel to be entertaining? He's got a unique voice that only Zach Hadel can pull off. Also, Charlie is just him. It's just his voice. He's a, you know, yeah, like I said, I like Smiling Friends. I like Smiling Friends because I liked Zach. The channel has the channel has essentially come to embody corporate greed of slop content, but still watch the 90th Zach Bestfits video. That is funny. It is funny that everyone in the fucking comments, whenever they release a video that's like, because it is just, you know, fucking bullying Tomar compilation 6. That's just all it is now. And I will watch it. It's like those Family Guy clip channels. I will watch it. Actually, I won't always. It depends. I was a big fan of it these past 2 years. The David and Corey arc was fun. And slightly artistic's fun as well. Very childish, insanely childish, but very fun. I've watched like all the Resident Evil playthroughs like several times each. If ever I'm going to eat, and I've got nothing to watch, I will put on the fucking Only Players Resident Evil completes video. I have watched them so many times, but I still do it. Also, I think that Zach is not. It's going to sound very like sacrilegious as someone who watches it, but I don't think Zach is as funny as he used to be. They've all grown up and matured slightly, and I think Zach has as well. Like, he's not as insane as he was when he first showed up, and a part of that, I think, it's because most of what he does now is with like Smiling Friends, and so he probably doesn't want to say too much. You can notice in the earlier days, a lot of the things that he said back then ended up being on Smiling Friends in some way, shape, or form. And so I think that he doesn't do that. It's, you know, he's just a bit like more timid about doing things on when he's on it. Because if he does, then it will spoil Smiling Friends in some way. You have been watching Titanic documentaries and tornado documentaries. And you recently finished The Sopranos, so you've been watching his Sopranos video essays. I want to watch The Sopranos at some point. That is a show that I want to watch because I've seen a number of video essays that reference it. You know, I've seen a lot. I see a lot of references to Sopranos, so I want to watch Sopranos at some point. I also need to watch Breaking Bad, of course, but we'll get there. Okay, we'll get there to all of these things. I'll do it eventually. I've been watching like actual videos as well. I've been what I like to refer to as misery maxing recently. So not necessarily like I haven't been watching videos that are Well, no, I've been watching videos that tell me how bad the world is. You know, I've been watching a lot of like left wing YouTubers tell me about how shit the world is. That's what I've been watching a lot of recently. So that's like, 3 hour long videos, one, two, three, four, I think 5 hours in some instances, long videos telling me about how bad the world is. Videos that have been like recommended to me for a while that I finally got around to watching. Like I watched a 3 hour long video on Charlie Kirk and how he broke politics, and I was like, well, I'm glad I know. I'm glad I hate this. I'm glad I woke up and decided that this is what I'm gonna do. Or We're in Hell's video on I think it was like a 5 hour long video. How long was it? It was a 4 hour long video on MK Ultra. But that was interesting because it's MK Ultra and it's always interesting to learn about. Blackberry. Blackberry wasn't recent. That was years ago. That was. But I think Dave and Corey make up for Zach's lack of insanity now. I think it beats Breaking Bad for me, but Better Call Saul is still the best show. I've just got so much stuff to watch, and I keep putting it off. I just it's also like because every episode in those shows are like hours. Like Breaking Bad is an hour long an episode, and I'm like that isn't that much time really. I will spend an hour happily. Like I said, I watched 4 hour MK Ultra video. I will happily spend an hour or so watching something on a topic that I've never heard of before. But the moment that you say like, "Oh yeah, you're gonna watch Breaking Bad, you're gonna sit there for an hour and you're gonna watch an entire episode," I'm like, "Ah, I can't do that. Sorry, I'm busy. Oh, Final Fantasy to play. Sorry, I'm playing Mega Bonk. I've got video essays to watch." Like, I think that's the difference. Is I don't pay attention to when I watch videos on YouTube as much. And if I'm watching Breaking Bad, I have to sit down and go, "I'm watching Breaking Bad," and I've got to. That's the bit that I struggle with. Yeah, I know it's standard. That's why I don't. That's why I'm afraid of it. What is TIV? What is that? What's TIV 2? Into the tornado intercept this week. Dominator 3 was also there and got blown off the road into a field. Is Dominator the name of Storm Chaser? I have a feeling that what's going to happen on today's stream is I've said that I'm going to actually beat Billy Hatcher, but what's about to happen is last stream I spent an hour not fighting the final boss. And then when it came to me fighting the final boss, I had 40 minutes to do so. And the final boss and level were so shit that it took me. I didn't beat it. And that's probably what's going to happen again today. I think I know the sort of thing you're talking about when you say the Dominator. I have an idea in my head. Looks like the sort of thing that conspiracy theorists would drive outside of Area 51 and say that they're looking for aliens. That's what I imagine when I imagine the Dominator. Are they just inside the tornado? I'm skipping through it. Are they just like sat inside the tornado? Does TIV stand for Tornado Intercept Vehicle? I'll be honest, they kind of look cool. I assume that they look that way for a reason, but they look they look a little bit like someone has like tried to make their car look like an SR-71. Dexter Sopranos and Breaking Bad, the same episode. I'll get around to it eventually. I'm just. Yeah, we'll get there. I have at least 30 more years, and I've got time to watch them. Is this Lemmy? It looks like the poor quality of a BBC comedy show. I actually can't really hear anything because I've got Billy Hatcher and the Giant Egg playing very loud in my ears. I have this playing very loudly in my ears. G G-I-N-G D-G-G. Oh, so that is deserved. Donut just drops to the ground is supposed to be aerodynamic so that it won't really blow it. T-Heavy lowers down, drops down some side skirts, and then drives spikes into the ground. Oh, these are fucking. This is just an APC in disguise. They've got this for when they finally have to take on the government. To be fair, most kids do deserve a smacking occasionally, especially when you see them doing 6-7. For Twitch reasons, that's commentary and not a real thing. I don't say that for not for Twitch reasons, for like terms of service things. That's satire and commentary, not actual endorsements. I mean, I said that I was out on a walk one day and I saw a kid like come up, like walking behind his mum, and he was like, "Mummy, 6-7," and the mum was like, "Yeah, 6-7." She was just like so fucking. Yeah, I know. Yeah, in Minecraft. Da, 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 da. All right, I'm gonna like actually play a little bit of this, just because I've got to actually get to the end. I've got an hour left, and I've been sat here not playing the game. I have more to talk about. I can keep talking because the other day I will say a what's that I want to quick check what Halo was just mentioning, just while I remember on that video. Shut up, Billy. No, I don't want to see an advert. Piss off. Da, da. Oh yeah. I did. I'm gonna be honest. I don't think that looks cool. I think that looks silly. I'm not saying it doesn't work. I just think it looks a little bit funny. Did I also do 6-7 to make her more miserable? I did. I ran up to her, hitting the griddy and saying 6-7. One thing I I shouldn't call this person a thing. I didn't mean to imply that she was a thing. One person that I did meet the other day while I was out and about was a wizened old woman. You know, I don't know. Obviously, this is more of a countryside England thing, but I know that like England is kind of known, especially like the countryside England is known for people will just talk to each other. Like if you're out and about, people you've never met before will say hello to you, and in some instances they will just start talking to you. Gonna head off a bit, but depending on how long I might be back. Alright. Good luck. Take care. Do what you do. But yeah, in the UK, people just talk to each other out and about. Like yesterday, I was out and I was sat on a bench just taking in the sun, and behind me, I heard 2 dog walkers just talking to each other. They just started talking behind me, and one of them. It was a day that started off it was a day that started off like cold and then went warmer. And so I was listening to these 2 people talk, and one of them just they started the conversation with like, oh, if I'd have known it was going to be warm, you know, I wish I wouldn't have worn this coat or whatever. And so in my head I was like, oh, these must be people like dog walkers that know each other. But then, like, partway through the conversation, they like started talking about and being like, "Oh, you know, what breed is your dog or whatever?" And so these people just started having a regular like conversation that like 2 people who knew each other for years would have, and they just started, and they didn't know each other. But the both the fortunate and unfortunate thing about walking in the UK is that can happen to anyone, no matter who you are. You could be the victim of old people wanting to talk to you while you're out and about, because that happened to me where like the other day when I met a wizened old woman. I don't know why I'm referring to her as like particularly wise, but I was just like out, I was wandering around, and I had my camera with me because I was just looking for birds to take a picture of. And she was walking a dog, like a golden retriever. And she, you know, the dog showed interest in me, but wasn't too interested. And she was like, oh no, he's friendly, don't worry. Which, it's a golden retriever. I don't assume they're evil, you know. They're not typically the sort of creature I think of when I think of vicious dog. And I just instinctively just was like, oh, you know, it's how you want them, really, innit? For, you know, not particularly trying to keep the conversation going, but like she smelt blood in the water. The moment that I said something other than, oh, don't worry about it, and kept moving, she turned to me, her eyes were like agape. Like, I've never seen an old woman have eyes wider than she did when I when I engaged in the conversation that she was giving out. You know, usually you just say hello and then move on, but no, she like locked down. Her fucking toes did that grippy thing that the little creature does in Shrek 4 or whatever. Fucking, I don't remember what it's called. When Shrek's like signing the contract, she was like excited to start talking to someone, and oh, that's not actually, that's actually very bad. Oh, fucking. And so yeah, she then went on to just start talking as old people would do, and telling me literally everything about her life. Like, I have a pretty good idea about who she is on a deep personal level. She told me her entire life story, which is an exaggeration. She actually didn't tell me that much, but she was mentioning like, oh yeah, this dog. First of all, she was like, this dog here is. This was a huge golden retriever. She said, yeah, this dog's. It's actually not even fully grown yet. And I was like, well, this dog's massive. She's just like, yeah, I know. Tell me about it. Because it was a massive dog. And she's like, yeah, no, it's still got like another like year or so of growing. But I have my hatching license. I've got a provisional driving license. I think that works. I think that's just about right. But yeah, no, she was like, she's like, oh yes, this is actually my dog. I'm just looking after it because it's my son's dog. And then she was like, well, I've got a daughter who wanted to be a police dog handler, so she bought this dog. Or like, maybe it was a daughter-in-law. She's like, she bought this dog. No. I think it was like her daughter bought this dog, but to be a police dog handler or something. And then she was like, well, the dog started getting too big and too much for her, so she like gave it to her brother or something. And now, for some reason, I know that this girl is also no longer doing police dog handling or whatever, and is now she's now gone to university to be a teacher. And then like she was like, "Oh yeah, I've got what I do for one student, one child, I have to do for all of them." And she's like, "Well, one of my children is like moving, and so I've got to help him move, and then like another one is, so I've got to help him." And then she's like, "Well, actually, I've got a grandchild that is into photography because she saw my camera, and she was like, 'Oh, are you into photography? You out with your camera?' And I was like, 'Yeah.' She's like, 'Oh, I've got one of my grandchildren is in,' and it's like, she's like, 'I recently bought my grandchild a camera,' and I was like, 'They're pretty expensive, aren't they?' And she's like, 'Yeah, I know. And what you do for one grandchild, you got to do for all of them.' And I was like, and then she was like, 'Oh yeah, I have 17 grandchildren.' She was like, 'I have 6 children and 17 grandchildren.' And I was like, 'Well, I was like, that's excessive.' And she was like, 'Yeah, I know.' And like, I'm at this point, she's like, I'm listening, and she's telling me these things, and they're funny stories to like hear them, because I'm just like on the side of a road. And at one point she's like, 'Oh yeah,' at one point a horse rider starts coming towards us, because we're on UK country roads, so of course horse riders on it. Horse riders coming towards it, and the dog starts acting up a little bit. And then she starts telling me a whole story about how one time she was walking this dog, which it's not her dog, she's looking after it for her son or something while he's on holiday. And she was like, 'Oh yeah, what happened?' She was like, 'Oh yeah, one time I was out, and the horse was coming by, and I had to like, the dog wouldn't have it, and so I had to, the horse rider didn't do it or whatever.' And then she was like, 'Oh well, I have experience with horses, so what I did then was take the reins of the horse.' And I was like, so now she's got horse experience. So it's just like, I got a horse experience. So like, what I did, I took the reins and I walked the horse past, and the dog was doing all this. And then she was like, 'Oh yeah.' Then like, it got like a weird, like really somber tone. And I was like, because she was like, 'Oh yeah, my husband's got like, is in the early stages of dementia.' And at this point I'm like, what? So we've gone to learning about your like family tree that rivals that of an oak, and now you're telling me about your husband's dementia. And she's like, 'Yeah, well, my husband has the early stages of dementia, and he used to be like a really high executive within Rolls-Royce or something.' And so at this point I was like, oh, she's minted. She's a minted old lady, because she further goes on to say that, yeah, when he started getting really bad, he had to step down from his job, and then she was like, 'Yeah, we had to sell off our 4 horses and our land.' And it's like, you had land for 4 horses. So I've just ran into this fucking like multi-millionaire like heiress woman with 17 grandchildren, 6 children, and who had 4 horses, and she's just laying it all out. And I'm like, I do not need to, at this point I'm kind of just like, I'm not even responding properly. I feel bad for how little I'm responding, because I'm like, yeah, and then she says her dimension. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm sorry to hear that. I don't even say I'm sorry. I should have said, oh, I'm sorry to hear that. I lent a sympathetic ear. I wasn't, and like, I even afterwards, like, as old people do, and as people do, they joke, they say, 'All right, I'll let you go now.' And like, I laughed at that, and I was like, oh, thank you. And once I was walking away, I felt bad for saying thank you, because if she misunderstood that as me being mean, I was like, I felt bad for saying thank you afterwards, because like, nah, she was a nice old lady. She wasn't. I didn't feel threatened by her. She was nice to talk to, but I just it was like, you don't get those. I've never had that experience before with someone talking to me while I've been out and about. But it was very it was an experience. I broke the poor old lady's heart, but she was a nice lady. But like, when she was telling me the story about the dog getting spooked by the horse, she it made me realize that, like, old people, I don't know if you've noticed, but old people will just give out life advice for free, like unprompted. You don't even have to, like, there doesn't even need to be an inkling that you've wanted life advice. They will just give it out. Because she was like, oh yeah, the dog got spooked by the horse and the horse was a bit spooked by the dog. And then she was like, everyone has something that gets spooked. Yeah, she's like, everyone has something different that spooks them, don't they? And I'm like, sorry, I'm just out on a road somewhere, and she's giving me like interpersonal like philosophy advice on like how everyone has something that irritates them and spooks them. And I'm like, old people just give out this information for free. Like you don't need to like watch like Instagram reels of people telling you how to live your life. Just go and talk to an old person about literally anything, and they will find a way to turn it into a life lesson. They just give it out. They just give out information unprompted and completely for free. Oh, where's my egg? Oh, the other egg's gone. Where is the other egg? Is it down there? I think I went the wrong way. That's why you sometimes you hang out with old people. I mean, you know, they're nice. There's loads of old people around here. A lot of rich old people as well. But, yeah. I could turn her into a content farm. Her and her generate... like, she's got like a town's worth of people to her name. I'll probably never see her again. There's something that I've noticed while I've been out and about. I do see a lot of the same people. I see a lot of, well, no, I don't. That's the thing, I don't see a lot of the same people. So when I do see a lot of the same people, I feel a little bit awkward because you kind of have to acknowledge each other because you've seen them before. It's like one guy that's that goes out with a border collie, like fairly regularly. And for a while, I was going out walking like semi-daily, and I'd see him every time, and we'd like, you know, say hello to each other. And then for a while I didn't see him, and then the other day I saw him again for the first time, and I was getting a bit worried that, you know, maybe he'd like died or something. He wasn't old enough to have looked like he would die, but I was just wondering where he'd gone, because I hadn't changed my routine, so I was like, where is he? What's up with my in a profile picture of US Army or American people? My my current profile picture is Eisenhower absolutely serving it. I love that picture of Dwight. He's such a... He's actually slaying. Alright, let's try this again. Oh, he doesn't really move his head for someone who's laughing. Okay. Now I'm going to have to stop thinking about old women that I see on the trail and start thinking about the game. Because the game is horrible. Did I do it? No, I didn't do it. Look at that. Look how I did it. Like, it was like perfect, yet it wasn't. Actually, this isn't going to work because it's going to reset before I have time. I'll see it in a minute, sorry. Okay. Oh no, I've missed so much of it, it's not doable. Oh, I did it, I did it. Okay, just wait for him to do his thing. No, I needed that. Oh, that's so bad. I'm losing so much time to that. Oh, that's like an extra cycle right there. Actually, I think it was always going to be 3 cycles, no matter how close how well I did it. Oh, So... Look at that. How am I supposed to do that? What is the actual... What's the strat there, game? I cannot move fast enough to do that. And the problem is that now that I've failed that, I don't actually have enough time to do this. I don't think. Unless I'm very, very lucky. No! Oh, what the heck? Because then he's going to have to do the little feather circus. Oh. Oh! Ooh, that's new. That's very new. What? I didn't know that was something that could happen. He does the little Ganondorf laugh. Okay, this might not be as impossible as I thought it was going to be. But it also might not be as doable as I thought it was going to be. I'm definitely going to die before I get it done. And I have a feeling that there may be like more than one phase to it. Why did I not do what? It was perfect. It's fine. Look at that little testicle he's got in his throat. Do you think I could pull him off? I didn't not like tug him off. I mean, like, do you think I could pull him off if I was, you know, if I was trying to, if they were doing a Billy Hatcher and the Giant Egg like live action remake for Netflix, do you think I could play as him? Think I've got what? Do you think I've got what it takes? Have I got that crow in me? Have you seen that video of the guy talking to his crow? And he's on his shoulder and he's like, "Do you want tickle tickle?" And the crow's like, "Do I tickle tickle?" It's got like a really deep gravelly voice. It's like the voice you kind of expect a crow to have, but when it's just him saying, because it's in the guy's accent, because that's just how it works. So it's just like, it's just this fucking crow with a human accent saying, "You are tickle tickle." That's basically what my YouTube shorts are. It's just people playing with crows. Oh, no. Oh. Oh. Go, Diggo, Diggo. I love birds. Not a euphemism, though I am quite fond of women. That's a British euphemism for woman. No, Billy! Though typically used in a misogynistic way, but not exclusively. Oh, I'd love to be one of these little feathers. Oh, he keeps going. He's just not stopping. Wait, how did I get him to do the thing last time? Last time we... Wait, where's an egg? You can't do that. That's cheating. That's actually cheating. He spawned them on the egg spawns. You can hear one popping in the background. I don't have enough time to do this. I like that when I If I turn this in, if I put this in the video, it's gonna look like I spent an hour fighting this boss beforehand. Because I'm just gonna cut to me like playing this, and it's just gonna in the corner. It's just gonna say time remaining, 5 minutes or whatever it is currently. Okay, there we go. I did that. Do I have to do more than one when it's like this? Ow, Billy! No, I don't. Okay, but I don't know if I've got enough health for this. I only have to do it one more time, but I don't trust it. Why did he drop to his knees that one time? And it's not a euphemism. Oh, Billy. You infantile little peasant. I mean, I get you are actually a child, but... Unless it's because I found a way to, like, have them jab into him, but I don't think that's true. Oh, I missed a huge chunk of it there. Look at that. That's massive chunk. Oh, why did it do that? I hate that. I actually hate that. Oh, you sly little slimy slime. Oh, thanks. That's useful, that is. That's fine. Oh. Alright, into your A pose. Oh, I don't like that that's something that can happen. It's like, I get it. Being hit is one thing. That's fine. I get that. I got hit. But the fact that this goo, this esoteric non-Euclidean goo also destroys the egg is very annoying. Okay, I did that right. Good. That's also bad. That's just not good. That's bad game design. Bad game design. Game? What? Why did you do this? What? This game makes no sense. These boss phases are horrible. If this was a raid boss, everyone would hate doing this. It's pure random. Okay. Don't touch that. There's no reason to touch it. Because it's just going to like respawn a little bit and it's going to hurt me. Come on. Are you going to do it nicely? Oh, it is. Okay. Are you gonna do your little Gundam fight? That's a Gundam fight if ever did you see one. I'm the boy who cried bad game design. I've been playing games for 20-something years. I told I was talking to my driving instructor the other day about Mario Kart. And I mentioned that the first Mario Kart I played was Double Dash that came out in like 2003. I actually think it came out earlier than that. It probably came out in 2002 or 1. And he was very shocked at the idea that I've been playing games since I was literally a toddler. Are we gonna do it? Are we gonna actually do the boss? Hi, Sporty. We might actually be doing it. So I won't put it past... No, wait, hold on. He's teasing us. Oh, he's gonna make us do this, is he? Oh, don't try and cock-a-doodle-doo, Billy. No, keep cock-a-doodle... No, keep going, keep running. That's going to be the big one. Okay. I don't think I've got enough time to do this. I've also missed a little bit up there. Oh, this is horrible. Insert Michael Rosen saying this is horrible. What am I doing wrong there, Billy? Is this easier or harder than Elden Ring? It's fucking harder than Elden Ring. Because Elden Ring was made to be hard. This was made bad. And I'm not going to say that it's the method of which I've decided to play this game, and I'm going to blame the game itself. What's going on there? Okay, it's just being a little bit slow, it's alright. Okay. I don't think there's any reason for me to do both. Actually, there is literally no reason, because I can't do both. Where's an egg? Oh, there's an egg like all over there. Oh. Oh. Are you going to do, which one are you going to do? Okay, he's doing the Gundam shoot. I can't remember what the animation technique is called. I think it's Itamae Circus or something. It's one of the most disorientating but very fun animation techniques. It's like, you see it in Gundam a lot, but it's like fighter jets and things, or like whenever there's any kind of character like being chased by like magic and missiles or something. Why do I have an egg? Because it's Billy Hatcher and the giant egg, that's why. What's there to not understand? There we go. What am I doing? Billy! Because the Crows invented Eggtopia or something, and Billy Hatcher and his friends got transported in just to save the day and save the giant egg, which you can see in the background. Oh, he's fallen over for some reason. Why did that happen? Why does it he sometimes just falls over? Okay, where is he? There he is. I don't know where to begin. I'll do it. I didn't do it. I did it though. I did it. You saw how much I had done. You can see the giant fetus egg in the background. That's the giant egg in question. Which, in my infinite wisdom as a child, I never actually knew was a real thing. I'd never gotten very far in this game, so I actually just never put two and two together and thought that there was actually a thing called the giant egg. I just assumed that all the eggs we had. It happened again. He just fell over. Is he dead? Or is there phase 2? Did we do it? This feels like, that looks like a phase 2. I don't like that. The egg? Did he use the egg? He used the egg to bring himself back alive. I don't like that. He's turning into an egg. Do we have to roll him up? Do we have to roll him up and hatch him? That is very cool, but I don't like having to fight it. Oh, what? Oh, okay, that was meant to happen. That was probably meant to happen. Maybe. Am I not allowed? I'm not allowed to use the egg as Billy. Wait, what am I supposed to do now? What do I do? Billy? Once again, I should have left more time for me to do this. Billy, you must remember, you have gathered much courage on your quest. If you have true courage, you will be able to defeat Dark Raven. Billy, you must stand up. What is this? The Sonic heroes are helping me. What was the... I've turned into Super Billy. I'm showing the power of courage. Press the B button to catch the evil enemy balls that Dark Raven shoots at you. Then use the power of your courage to turn them into energy balls of pure light. I know you can do it, Billy. Oh, this is cool. Oops, sorry. I'm Super Billy Hatcher. Stop it. I'm Super Billy Hatcher. Don't hurt me. You definitely can feel this is a... What? I pressed B. This is definitely a Sonic. No, I keep pressing the fucking... Stop it! I keep pressing the B button. So what? Am I supposed to do like that? No? Okay. No, it's fine. Just thinking to myself. Okay. I have to press the B button. I pressed the B. What am I doing wrong? Did I read it? I know I'm illiterate, but I don't think I'm that illiterate. Did it say the R button? I don't know why I didn't take any damage there. Did it say the R button and then the B button? It may have said the R button and then the B button. I can't remember. I've failed. Okay, so I'm gonna have to redo the whole thing. What did it say? I can't remember. Either way, I pressed both the B button and the trigger, and it didn't work. I'm gonna have to do the entire fight and the entire level again. When I paused the game, that was me considering whether or not I wanted to save state. Evidently I decided not to. I can eel his power. Okay. Oops. No, give me the egg. Give me the egg, give me the egg, give me the egg, give me the egg, give me the egg. Thank you. I try to stream on War Thunders, and the first thing to him in game, then I spread a picture of Obama standing at the front door looking at the door camera with reach caption that let me in. Okay. Still terrorizing War Thunder streamers, I see. There we go. I can imagine. I can just imagine in my head the picture you described. Okay, yeah. Despawn. Thank you. This game. It was in this exact location that I was complimenting this game as well. Last stream. Not this stream. I was talking about an old woman in this stream. Come here, Ravish. I'm in. Michelle, I'm locked out. Rakamama getting locked out of his house for I don't know, not putting the bins out. Michelle, I'm sorry. Da, da. For the sake of, I don't want to do. Is that not going to respawn properly? There we go. For the sake of, I don't want to do this a million times. I might save state once I get to the boss. Just imagining Barack Obama getting locked out of the house. It's just a funny idea. Where is it? There it is. Woohoo! I do like that this game, like, this game and, where is it? Yeah. It really cannot escape Sonic Heroes. Because this game, as I've mentioned a million times on this playthrough, is that this game is, I believe, made on the same engine that Sonic Heroes was made on. But it's also the game that came after them, basically, like by Sonic Team. It's the game that came after. And, Billy, I pressed the jump button just because the egg was going over. Doesn't mean you have to. Ugh, Billiam. Billiam fancy, sir. Still working the egg register, I see, Billy. Not going to be streaming Omari. No. That isn't entirely because I have no interest in ever playing Omari. More, I just don't have an interest in streaming Omari. Come on, grab the crow. It's one of those games that I think myself would benefit from playing on my own. Get the crow, spirit. Where's it gone? There it is. Okay. Is that the... That's the wrong way. I have my friend wants me to play Omari. And so I also have him telling me to play it. I just won't do it justice because I know the general vibe of it, and I know that if I stream it, I won't. I won't. Oh, Billy. If I stream it, I won't take in that the vibe of it properly. Because I mean, you've seen how hard... I forgot what the instructions were in Billy Hatcher and the Giant Egg after reading it literally moments prior. I'm actually going to fucking save state it here because I only have 2 health left. I didn't want to go... I save stated in the first stream, but I don't... I didn't want to do that. But I just... It feels... I don't want to have to go through all this a million times. Okay. No, Billy. Da, da. What is the load button on this? I never actually learned. That's the next save state. Oh, load. Load from the slot. Yeah, something like that. I'm a cheater, but, you know, it's fine because it's my stream. It's my stream and I want to be through with this game. Billy! I want to be done with it. I don't want to have to spend the next, like, million years doing this because it's slight because the way it plays is slightly inconvenient or wrong. We have modern systems to get rid of the inconveniences of games of old. You ever notice that, like, every time a new way to play an old game comes out on, like, the Switch or something, they add save states? Because no one likes these old ways of playing. Everyone likes save states. Everyone likes being able to save. If you don't like them, don't use them. Here we go. Hi, Siggy. Okay. Doing it again. I'm making a save state here. Because I'm evil. Ooh. Save. To slot. We'll do that one.
There is no cock like horse cock. Send your asshole into shock.
Okay. Going to do it. Going to win. I've proven that I can almost do it. All that I need to do to win phase 2 is to actually read what the instructions say. There is no cock like horse cock. No, but that's it. I failed. Okay, I hadn't. Good. There's no cock like chicken cock. There's no cock like cock cock. Have you ever compared me to Stephen Merchant? It feels familiar, but it might just feel familiar because it's something I can imagine you doing. So, I don't know if you have. Do cocks have cocks, and have I seen the cock anime trailer? No, I've not seen the cock anime trailer, and I can't answer the question you asked, Siggy, because I was thinking the same thing beforehand, and you just asked the question before me. Because I know that chickens have cloacas. But, like, what is a chicken? You know, this is gonna work. He's gonna do his. He's gonna summon it back. I've missed things like that. Chickens have cloacas, but do, like, men chicken have, like, do they also have a cloaca, but they also have like cum come out of it as well? Like hens have eggs and shit come out of it, and cocks have eggs and cum come out. Well, it wouldn't have cum; it'd have shit and cum come out of it. Merchant-esque sounds like a term that you're comparing me to a philosopher. How did that not work properly? No, I did it! It was completely clean! It could not have been cleaner. I know that ducks have penises because people like pointing out that people like pointing that out. I assume that's what you were saying because I saw spirally penis. Balls it up. Not possible now. GG. Just fucking... Yep, no, look at that. Ugh. Stephen-esque wouldn't have been specific. Yeah, no, it could have been... You could have been comparing me to the universe. Oh. Oh yeah, I can hit him with them. Okay, that's an option. Hitting him with them is an option. I didn't want to lean on loading as a crutch, so that's why I didn't want to restart. The save state is for easeability and for being able to restart to go back to the beginning, but it's not for being cheap. I have to fight each time as if I can't save state, else we're never gonna happen. Okay. Whoa. Oh, that's not fair. I don't have time to do it here because I spent 4 hours having to get the egg, but... Alright, go on. Do your thing. Let's just restart it. There we go. What do you mean we're not beating it today? Assuming that that phase 2 of the fight works properly, we can beat it today. You gotta have faith. I mean, I think I'm capable of doing it. I don't know if the game is capable of letting me. Okay. Come on, just do it again. Do it again. Start it again. Because I've learned a new tactic on how to do this. What is the camera doing? Camera? In what universe is that anything I want to see? The backwards universe? The universe where we exclusively look at balustrades? No! We're in this universe and I don't need that right now. Oh. It's not even fucking doable. Oh, Billy, get out of there. Billy! I think balustrade is a word that can be used there. Okay, go on. Go on, stop that! Okay, yep. We have new strategy. New strategies are available for this bit here. Yeah? You can do that. Look. You can guide the the homing feathers into him and it speeded it up. Oh, where are you? Which type is it? Okay, it's that type. So look, it's not as it's the difficulty now is in the game working properly. Previously, I actually look at that. Look! I don't know the though it's very annoying because he can still like summon them before you get a chance to hit him. If he falls down before. Huh? There are XQC words. If you speed down what I say and run it through a Swedish filter, then it'll sound English. He's doing something. What's he doing? This game would benefit greatly from a this game would benefit greatly from having a lock-on camera. Oops. I don't actually need to always. I have one life, so I can actually do it twice and then save. It's not, but I kind of want to go into the second phase with 2 lives. This was GameCube, yeah, and PC for some reason. As I said, my favorite, as I've said in a previous stream, my favorite bit of trivia about this is that this game came out in 2003 for GameCube, and then 3 years later they decided to release a PC port for some reason. Look at that. Look. I did it. It's like so toss. He's gonna, yeah, that's gonna happen. I have no idea. All I know is that he speaks his own language. That's all I know about HQC is that he speaks his language that is uniquely decipherable by him. But he streams on Kick, so we don't like him. Not because it's like I'm a Twitch fanboy, but just because of what streaming on Kick usually means. There we go. I am holding the controller to some extent like I would while playing Elden Ring. So like, instead of like using my thumb to move the joystick, wait, I am using like both fingers and like holding it like I'm twiddling a joystick. You can't see, but I'm too busy focusing. I'm like holding it like this instead. I can't do it in a spiral because I don't have the control. The bonus about going back up and down in lines is I have much more control over where it is. But I don't have the fine movement control of the egg to be able to do it. If it updated much like quicker and I could actually like see what was going on better, then a spiral could potentially be doable. But the problem is that it's not some of it that's getting rubbed out. It's rendering bits that are getting rubbed out wrong. It's hard to explain. It's like some of it is like, oh, it's gone away, but it's actually still there. Okay, into phase 2 we go. Also, Salty XQC moved to X. No, he moved to Kick when he got bought for $100 million. I switch mobile buffer every 10 seconds. That might be because I'm streaming in 1080p. And I'm not joking about that 100 million, by the way. That is actually true. That wasn't an exaggeration for exaggeration's sake. Okay. Billy, stand up. Okay, so we use this. We become Super Billy. Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles the Echidna clothe us. You must show the power of true courage. Press the B button to catch the evil energy balls that Dark Raven shoots at you. Yeah, the B button. Then use the power of your courage to turn them into energy balls of pure light. I know you can do it. Okay. Hold on. I don't care. I'm doing it. You know what I'm doing, and I'm not. I don't have to explain myself. Okay. B. I do. I just do. I don't believe I can do it. Do I just hold B? How about if I just hold B? I'm holding B now. No, okay, it doesn't do anything. I wasn't paying attention. I'm gonna just fucking... Ah! Okay, that didn't do anything. Oh wait, no, why did I do that? What's wrong with me? So what do I do now? What? I did it. So what, did I just hit him? What is that? What do I do? What? Why did this egg disappear? I needed it. Is this? Oh. I like the very polite crow in the corner of the screen. Like where his health bar is. It's just a nice polite crow. Okay. So I have to spam the B button to do that. Okay. The power of my courage compels me. Okay, we do that. We grab this. No. Okay. That's his actual heart in there. What's it doing? Oh. Okay. Okay. No, Billy. Egg, egg, egg. Okay. So he's gonna do what now? Why did that not hit me? What? Game doesn't make any sense. Okay. Billy! That is... sucks! Okay. Oh, if I gotta go through the whole, like, rigmarole of, like, losing my power again. I do, don't I? Because I need to, like, be hit so I can... yeah. Oh, I touched my tralala. Why has he got an E on his chest? Why does his outfit just include an E? Billy, you must remember. Yeah. Where did I see the R button when I did this the first time? Somewhere I saw an R button, and I don't really know why or where. Okay. It's just very precise, it seems, to actually hit to get the B, and button mashing seems to be the most efficient way of getting it. I will say that the music doesn't quite fit. Like I think the intention is meant to be that, like, it's meant to be like I'm really strong now, and so I'm fighting. It's meant to be like an easy fight where I'm strong. Going. So I get it. I get the idea behind the music. I can feel it, but it doesn't quite hit in the way I think they would like it to. No, no. I understand that attack. Oh, he's turning more and more like electrically purple as the fight goes on. I do quite like the look of him. I think it's cool. Okay, is that it? Did we kill the crow? That looks dead to me. I'll take it. Let's go. Indubitably, Chafu. It's the same collection animation and song. It really is like, you just did it. You just killed the big villain. You finished the game and he's like, yeah. Is that it? Do we see a final cutscene? There we go. I've never seen this cutscene before. The giant egg hatched. It shouldn't be there anymore. The giant egg hatched and gave the guy his wish. Ah. 14 hours, top 100 for sure. So Billy's eyes are making me uncomfortable there. What are you sad about? Oh, probably that he has to leave. Oh, Billy looks distraught. I've never seen a sadder anime character than him. Oh, he doesn't matter anymore. He's changed his mind. Was it a dream all along? It never happened. It was in his head. That was Billy undergoing a panic attack. Billy just underwent a panic attack, and it all happened in his head. He's already forgot about it, yeah. He did it. Billy hatched from the giant egg. Thank you. Oh, it was Yuji Naka that produced it. And directed by Shun Nakamura. I just recognize the name Shun Nakamura. I don't know who that I don't know who that is. But we did it. I beat a game on stream for once. Yeah, at least Mario flies away heroically at the end of 64. In this, he's just like, good morning. Brush your teeth. Eat breakfast. Oh. I'll see it in a minute, sorry, don't worry. Oh. Oh, and with 2 minutes to spare. This is a game of ups and downs. This really is a game of, like, some of the levels, I'm like, this was fun. I enjoyed this. I had fun with it. Some of them are that snow level that is 2 minutes long where you have to just roll up the head of a snowman. And some of them are the final boss. Thank you, Wavemaster Inc. I assume they're the ones that just says that the music was produced by them. They did a great job with the music. Like even though some of the songs get a bit like they wear on you a little bit, individually the songs are great. Individually the songs are very good. I really like most of the designs in this game, and by most I mean I like Billy's design. I like Rolly's design. I like the final boss's design. That's it. I like how a lot of the enemies are just balls. They're just egg-shaped enemies. That's fun. The music, as I said, great. Other than that, everything else is a bit hit or miss. I think that the game, I don't like that all the bosses seem to have the wrong name. I have a feeling that the exclamation and punctuation problems we were having in a lot of the text boxes were the emulator's fault. I have a feeling, because I was to make the thumbnail for the next video of this, I was playing a game, and when I went onto one of the text boxes at the start of the level, the text box popped up. It had exclamation marks passed next to all the letters or the words, and then it disappeared shortly after. So I think it might be a little bit of a problem with the but yeah, no, there's a lot of things that could have been better. But the game is 26 years old, 23 years old, so I can't really complain too much. A lot of the dialogue's a bit hit or miss as well. It was fun. I enjoyed it, even though I did get a little bit salty here and there, and part of it didn't really work properly. You know what? I want to have a look at how this looks. Is it going to show how the fight went? Because that's like actual foot. That you probably couldn't see actually. Maybe you weren't paying attention. I don't know. But on that, you could see this. That's pre-rendered footage of the GameCube version, which means, and I could see on the bit where they're cleaning up the sludge. On that, it actually looked like it was working properly. So I think that's an old man surrounded by. He's surrounded by small chickens. There are no other adults in this game other than those, so be afraid. Thank you, Sonic Team and Sega 2003. Don't do it again. There we go. Good night. Oh, look at that. End. The end. Beautiful. Billy Hatcher and co. surrounded by all these small chickens. And that just shows that video of the chicken getting eaten by a horse. I'd laugh. I'd laugh if that video popped up. I don't think I'm going to put it in the video, but it would be funny if the video of the chicken getting eaten by a horse popped up. There we go. What did you say? Sorry, while I was watching that. I'm always reviewing the P38 market and the history of shot there. I'm like. Breadthany and Fantano game reviewer. Yep. Oh, this is what you see on the Start Soon screen. 0 out of 10. Translation. What did I think of this game? Did I love it? Did I hate it? What would I rate it? I'm the best. I'm the best. What should I review next? If I'd actually watched Anthony Fantano, I'd understand that. I do want to play Mouse PI. I don't know when I'm going to play it. I don't know. I might have a couple other random games that I have to play on my play first. Not like contractually, just like I bought them to play at some point, and they've been languishing on my Steam account for years or days. I don't know. But I do want to play that. I do want to play the mouse game. And I most likely will. Play mouse game. I can play about too much cheese and mouse and I have to kill someone. I'll just find out. What I'll do first is I'll watch the, or I'll find out what IGN's review of it was. And then I'll just say those exact problems. I want to play Meat Boy as well. The Meat Boy doesn't seem to have as high reviews, or it didn't last time I checked. So I'd like to play that. Yeah, Super Meat Boy released Super Meat Boy 3D the other day. Super Meat Boy. So there's old Super Meat Boy from back in the day, and then the Super Meat Boy as a team. I don't know. Did they release anything else? Like, no, they didn't release anything. They got Super Meat Boy, and then they didn't release anything. Super Meat Boy came out in 2010. Oh, there was Super Meat Boy Forever. Okay, there was a couple things that came out. I just didn't notice because they evidently weren't very good. But then Super Meat Boy 3D came out the other day. And it has very positive reviews, so it's like evidently an okay game at the least. Celeste. I've played some of Celeste. Well, I technically beat Celeste on stream. I didn't fully beat Celeste on stream, but I did get to the end. But it was a long time ago that I did that. Like I feel like I would have I don't think forgotten how to play the game. I can't remember how many controls the game had. I don't know, I liked Celeste. I just didn't really feel like I was having that much fun while playing it. Horsey game? What horsey game? I feel like I remember which one you're talking about, but I don't remember what it's called. I play Uma Musume on stream. I could also play Bubsy 4D. Wait, no, that's not out yet. I can't play that yet. I could play Bubsy 4D. Everyone likes Bubsy. Click here for Bubsy feet pics. I have 56 games on my Steam wishlist. Da 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 da. I just I have a couple games. So I've got, what was this game? Hold on. I kind of want to, just because it was free the other day, I kind of want to play Graveyard Keeper. But only because it was, well, not just because it was free, like looking at it, it's somewhat interesting to look at. But I also, it was free, and so I kind of want to play that on stream. Da, 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 da. What else do I have? I've got a couple boomer shooters, but I don't know if I want to play boomer shooters on stream. Because they're usually quite fast, and they can be quite disorientating to watch. It's disorientating to watch, and they, as much fun as they can be, they're like a sugar rush, you know. They're really fun for a brief bit of time, but then that wears off. Though if I'm only streaming for about 2 hours, that's not as big of a problem. And depending on how it goes, most boomer shooters can kind of be beaten within 2 hours. But I'm not sure. I don't know yet. Well, I'll have to see how I feel between now and the next time I stream as to what I decide to stream. Because, you know, I could just throw all this out the window and play Tyler Tasmanian Tiger instead. That's always an option. You never know with me because that is an option. So, yeah. I will leave it here. I'm done. I finished it. And even though it is past the time, even though it's past 2 hours, technically I did beat it within the stream's allotted time. So, that's it. I gotta cut. Oh, I haven't pressed the fucking... I haven't pressed the marker button at all this stream, so I've got to actually watch the fucking stream back. Don't... Fuck! Usually, what I've done for the past 3 streams, at least 2 streams, all I would do is I would just, like, I'd press something that I wanted would happen on stream, I'd press the marker button, When I go off, when I look at the highlight page on Twitch, it would show me where I pressed the marker button. So when I import that into DaVinci Resolve, all I would have to do is just, you know, look at that time, put it on there, and then cut it down. Now I actually have to go through and watch it. Luckily, it's not that. It's only an hour, but still, it's salty now. I've made my life 15% harder. But I'll deal with that in the future. And by the future, I would like to hope that I mean 20 minutes time. I did my, and I did it in time on the stream. Even though the stream is currently actually ending, I did beat it. I beat it with 2 minutes remaining. So I won. Actually, I was on the final boss last stream. I was on the final boss last stream, but I didn't beat it because it turned out that it was more annoying than I thought it was gonna be. And then once that stream, it was causing problems. But also just me as a streamer was causing problems, just as I do, like putting stuff off. Then this stream I managed to beat the boss, only to find out that it had a second phase. The second phase had its own quirks that I had to figure out. But I managed to figure them out relatively quickly. So the second phase of the boss wasn't that difficult, it was just a bit quirky. Though, you know, I did use a save state, which made it slightly easier. Though I didn't have to use a save state for the second phase of the boss. It was just for the first one, but it wasn't too bad. It was, yeah, it went well-ish, to an extent. But yeah, I've got to edit that fight down into hopefully less than 10 minutes, which should be doable. I don't want this next one, I don't want part 2 to be 50 minutes long like the first one was, so I got to try and cut that out, and then I gotta play FF14 or something. I'm done. Edit a 9-minute fight down to it. That's what it feels like when I edit. Like, it is surprisingly difficult to edit down a stream. Like, that first video, Billy Hatcher video that I put out, was an hour long, but the streams were only 4 hours. So, like, it's surprising when I see, like, there are streamers out there that will play a game that's like a whole game, and then they'll release a video that is them playing the whole game. And usually those videos are like an hour long, but it'll be a game where it's like an 8-hour game, and they managed to cut it down to 1 hour. And I'm like, how do you cut down an 8-hour stream or an 8-hour game, even longer sometimes, like a 12-hour game, into one hour video? I don't know how you do it. It does depend on the game, yes, but I don't know. There's a lot of little bits that I like want to keep in, and somehow the video still ends up being shit. Was Billy Hatcher a good game? It was the best of games. It was the worst of games. It was a game. Billy, shut up. I didn't hate it, and it holds a special place in my heart. But I don't know if I could recommend someone playing it. Because it's I'm gonna forget about it tomorrow. That's true. I won't. I've thought about this game like every day for the past 23 years. Ever since Billy Hatch and the Giant Egg first entered my lexicon, I have been thinking about it. That's how much I've been thinking about it. It will not leave my brain that easily. Starting a new game next stream, calling it Billy Hatch. Yeah, I know it's gonna happen. My bad brain is gonna kick in. I'm just gonna do nothing but play Billy Hatch for the next 3 years. Just like I want to do with Sekiro, or Elden Ring, or the other one. I'm just gonna play those games all the time, forever. I'm actually gonna mute the game, just because it sounds horrible. But, yeah. I'm not far off 100% Billy Hatch playthrough. It's Lies of P instant. It sounded like I said Lies of Penis a little bit then. Only a little bit. Only a little bit, and only if you're me listening to your speaking. Post of us at speedrun.com. Oh, they'd love that, wouldn't they? Yeah, that's the last thing they want someone doing. I think like, yeah, obviously luckily I didn't have to play through the whole game again, which wouldn't have taken me that long, really. Not like Lies of P. Well, Lies of P didn't take me that long either, because I played it quite a bit, but I definitely playing first, like, yeah, the save didn't corrupt, which is good, and also I definitely probably would have had a better time at Lies of P had I, had the 2-hour limit. Look at it, they can at least say no, fuck off, instead of watching it all. That's a cop out. They need to watch it all. They're moderators of speedrunning.com. How dare they not take my request seriously? But yeah, I'm not that far off 100%. I just don't want to, because there's no reason. Like, maybe there's a secret level to unlock. That's all I can imagine is the secret level. Or maybe they go, you could play as any character in any level, which is like, I don't care. Running to be a single segment. Fuck them off. Fuck off. It's cop out. Cop out. I'm a genius speedrunner. I'm sorry that I have an incredibly busy schedule. That's true. If I'm like sat there, like, balls out. How obvious of splicing do you think it would have to be before they go on then? Because there has to be a point at which they would go, that's just brazen, we'll allow it. Because when you're trying to make it obvious, when you're trying to hide it, that's insulting. But what if I like try and splice? Do you think they would think I was splicing it if partway through the speedrun I got up, went into another room, then came back, but I had a different t-shirt on? Do you think they would think it was splicing and dislike? Even if it was a world record, they would go, did you just splice it there? Even if it wasn't spliced. Hey, do you want a bit more of the music? There we go, you can have it again. Do you like that? Just thought you might want it. Thought I'd treat you. Alright, my head has become empty, and I can feel my head hurting from me trying to force anything out. It's like trying to get a water gun to spurt water when there's no water in it. So I am going to go now. So thank you for watching. I will see you in the next stream when I will play something. Ooh, I've got a minor idea as to what I'll do. I could play. I might next stream, depending on how I feel. I might play some YouTube playables because they're like all the rage of things for people to do these days. Is to play the terrible games that to play the terrible games that are on YouTube. So I might do that because they are terrible, and it might be fun for an hour or two. But yeah, I'm what are you? What? I don't know what that is. Is it French? That looks like a French word. I'm done. I'm going. I'm leaving. Thank you for watching. Take care, and I'll see you next time. Okay. Bye bye. Bye. I'll eventually. I'll get there one day. I'm going. Bye.